Welcome back, hockey fans. I'm your host, Billy Brandt, along with my cameraman, Josh Keck, and we're getting ready here for tonight's game, starting here shortly, in between the Pembina Valley Twisters and the Charleswood Hawks. The Hawks come into this one pretty hot on the night, and over their last 5 games, only dropped 1 to St. Boniface, 4-2. Meanwhile, the Twisters, they've struggled, winning only 2 of their last 5, with that being a 7-4 win and a 4-2 win against St. Vital and against the Stonewall Jets. And we'll be with you here at the live action, just waiting here for the Twisters to take the ice. And it should be a good one here tonight, folks. Twisters have had troubles of late, as we talked about here. And that in coming on a 2-game losing streak and fell a little bit short to Seven Oaks, or a correction there to the Jets the other day. And here the Twisters come as they take the ice. Meanwhile, this game here being a good battle here, looking for the Hawks as they try and move up into that 3rd place, and which they can, but if they want to do that, they'll definitely need a point tonight and most likely 2 points tonight. And Canada coming your way here shortly, and we'll be with you in a couple minutes here.
Good evening, hockey fans, and welcome to the Lord's Multiplex for tonight's MMJHL matchup featuring the visiting Charleswood Hawks and your Pembina Valley Twisters. This time, you please rise if you're able and kindly remove your headwear for the playing of our national anthem.
And here, we'll take a quick look here at your starting goaltenders. In this one for the Pembina Valley Twisters, Owen LaRock getting the start. Top goalie in the MMJHL, 5-3-1, though he does not have a win yet at home this year. Here's a save percentage of .935, a goals against average of 2.07. And meanwhile, in net at the other end of the ice is staring him down there is Zach Meadows. He comes in on the year 11-12-0, and he has a save percentage of .908, goals against average of 3.12. Sutherland in the circle, and he gets ready to battle Ethan Lewis, and they're ready to go. Twisters, other starting 5 include Mark Plett out there, along with Jacob Carrolls, who plays that in, and Riley Gertson, and also on the line, Kyle Van Dynes. Sutherland now, he'll play that in. And trying to go to Sutherland in the slot. That won't go, and that's going to get picked up and sent the other way by the Hawks all the way down. Icing wave. Van Dynes picks it up and plays off the hit. That's turned over, and there's an opportunity here for the Hawks down low. Hawks, they work it to McDonald at the point. His shot through traffic just wide. Catches Van Dynes. And the Hawks, another quick shot there, and LaRock gets a bit of it. And both teams changing up their lines here. And Ben Zander steps into the draw. Twisters win off the draw, but it's controlled by the Hawks. Hawks trying to work it across, bouncing puck. And into the feet there of Zander. He can't make a play, and it gets chipped in. And here go the Twisters going the other way. Weeb tries to pick it up. Zuck gets it away from him. And DeGrave sends it in off Weeb that hit him offside. And that'll bring a stoppage in play. So Merrick DeGrave here, and Ben Zander gets set to do it again, and this time Merrick DeGrave wins the draw. Hewing, he centers that, and that's picked off by Derek Weeb. Both of those men in the top 10 in scoring in the MMJHL this year. Played in off the stick of Van Dynes. Weeb giving chase. Shannon will play that along, trying to get to Hewing. That's picked off, and the Twisters turn that over to Ben Zander behind his own net. And here come the Hawks going the other way. Ewing just couldn't hold on to that puck. Came into his skates. Twister send it down the other way. Weeb giving chase. And he can't hook up there with the puck. And that's going to get picked up. A long stretch pass fanning on that for the Hawks. And Ewing still working with it as Weeb puts it in on net. Meadows, he leaves it. There's a turnover. Here the Twisters trying to set something up in the offensive zone. Russell, his shot on net, just deflected wide by Clark. Jamming at that loose puck, controlled by the Hawks. Picked up now here, there's a centering pass there, and Bergman can't get it there. Trying to find Joliker down low. And passed a little bit off, icing waved off as Cam McDonald chases after that puck. And he's going to scoop it up and get it right back as he takes a slash and plays on. He'll leave it back. And Spence works that head forward, turns it over. Here comes Clark diving at it. Knocks it just wide of the net. And long stretch pass again. Doesn't go for the Hawks on this one. Jalka will play it back. And Clark deflects that in at the line. Those long stretch passes and those breakouts have been something that the Twisters have to work against, as that's what really helped, especially Rubini and the Vicks here last night with their 3-2 win. And that'll get played across here by the Hawks defense, trying to set something as they look ahead ice. And Spence plays it ahead. Walk in, there's a quick shot. LaRock holds on for the whistle, bring a stoppage in play at 16:55. Shots are 2-1 in favor of the Pembina Valley Twisters. As Ben Zander's line comes back on the ice. Up to face Xander Carroll's in the face-off draw. And Zander wins that one. There's a quick shot, and that won't go for the Hawks. Hawks now controlling with the puck in the defensive zone. Played off the glass and out. And bouncing puck, trying to work with it, and Cohen Thomas, he'll just play it back into the zone. Hawks cleared all the way down, icing waved. LaRock leaves it behind the net. And Twisters, long stretch pass. Ryan Orchard will pick it up, and he'll just clear it in instead and go for a change. Riley Gertzen giving chase as that gets picked up by Ian McDonald, and he tries to do something with it. Now turned over to Gertzen, and Gertzen, his shot just wide of the net. Fighting for that loose puck, chipped ahead forward. And the Hawks, they make a nice move here to get it out, and can't set much up as McDonald takes it behind the net before getting rubbed out. Loose puck there, gets tangled up a little bit with the referee as Platt plays it on to Gertzen as both teams got their starting lines out there. Here's an opportunity for the Hawks as they walk in. And they're going to complete their change to get their top line out there. As jamming at that loose puck here, and tight is opportunity for the Hawks, and again it won't fall for them. As Matt Carson had an opportunity down low, Shan now walks in, fire save made. Rebound, quick shot, that gets blocked. Great job there by the Twisters. Another shot through traffic just wide as the Hawks got some pressure setting up here. As Shan passes it across. Shot through traffic and just wide of the net off of the goalkeeper. Shan another shot, now could be deflected wide by Ethan Lewis. Gertzen picks up that loose puck, tries to play that ahead, that gets picked off. And now Gertzen works it all the way down the ice. Waddle Hill pick it up, played ahead to Lewis off his stick, and here come the Hawks on the attack, and just a little bit too much to handle for Gumberman. And Gumberman there working with it. Twisters pick up that loose puck though. As they break up the pass, here comes Weeb. Weeb kicks it to himself at the line, but couldn't continue with the puck. And McDonald over there to force it ahead. 5 gone here in the opening frame. Twisters try a long stretch pass of their own, and that gets deflected off some Hawks players and into the zone. Meadows, he'll put it in all the way around to the far side boards and out of harm's way for now as the Twisters trying to work with it. Poked off the stick, and a nice play there to get it out by McDonald. And Van Dynes plays that all the way in. There's a centering opportunity for the Twisters. Weeb doesn't do much with it. Takes it behind the net where he gets pinned out of the play by McDonald. Now working for the puck, and that's going to get picked up by Hewing. Hewing now making his way through traffic as he looks walking in, firing, and off the mark there on that one. There's another quick shot into the skates. Couldn't see exactly which Hawk there. It looks like that's Ben Zander. And going the other way is Weeb before spinning out. Takes a shot, fans on it, plays it behind the net. That's picked off by Zander. And Hewing, he centers that. Jacob Carrolls picks off that centering pass. As they work around here in the defensive zone. Van Dynes now walks over the center logo and into the attack zone. Makes one man miss, and puck just coming off his stick. Lays a nice hit though on Ian McDonald. And Hewing trying to pick up that puck. And the Hawks, they got it there on their stick as Garman goes through traffic. And couldn't do much with it again, just rolled off. And Clark plays it out, almost out of the zone. A little top, nice play there by the Hawks though to keep the pressure on. Now Clark reaches out his stick, works it across, and tries to get out of the zone, but the Hawks make a nice play at the blue line. And Garman still putting that pressure on. Meanwhile, that pass is picked up there just in front of shot by Bergman, trying to go to Clark, and they got too fancy with the Hawks stick on the way of that one. Here come the Hawks going the other way. Garman with the puck. And he'll play that ahead. Looking for that loose puck. Picked up by the Twisters. Long play here without a whistle. And Wood just forks that one in as the clock to it ticks to 12 minutes. Twisters push it ahead. Hawks going the other way here. Gotta be careful there at the line. They come in onside though. And take the puck dangerously behind the net, trying to set something up. Is Hewing. Hewing plays it back behind the net, trying to find the 9 of Spence. And the Twisters, they pick it up. Play the head, played in by the 17 of Chapman. And the Twisters, they'll work it to Jalker off his stick, and no, the linesman didn't see it, so it's going to be an icing. Charge against the Twisters bring a stoppage in play at 11:29. Both teams got a little bit of a break here. And Ethan Lewis just confirming the circle area that they're going to drop the puck at. And off the draw, Twisters having the puck in the defensive zone here, working it up on the near side. And playing through traffic. Long stretch pass, and here's a chance for Orchard. Firing, save made, and no one could pick up the rebound for the Twisters and the Hawks. Ethan Lewis puts it the other way as they walk in. There's a quick shot and bounces dangerously on net off a Twister stick and put to the side as Matt Carlson had the opportunity going that way. The Twisters trying to stretch the ice again here with Cohen Thomas along with Orchard. This time waiting up, and that gets deflected up into the air. Xander Carrolls plays that in front again off a stick just wide. Orchard plays it back to the point. There's a shot through traffic. Save made, rebound lay loose. And batted off a couple sticks. The Hawks are now able to calm that down and control it and try and go the other way here for Government. And just played a little bit off his stick. Played up to Cohen Thomas via Russell. Shine picks that off and walks in. Times that perfect at the line and plays it behind the net where the Twisters break it up and send that all the way down the ice. And Arch will play that across, and he'll pick it up, and now here come the Hawks into the zone. And the first twister there is the captain, Jacob Carroll's correction. Van Dynes breaks that one up. And the Hawks got a tag up here on the delay offside. As the twisters, Jacob Carroll sticks out of his zone, and he's going to get called on an icing. And he wasn't too sure about that. He thought he was over the line. He shakes his head in disbelief at the ref. Yeah, I know he looked like he was over the line, but nevertheless, from the ref's angle, he thought that puck was still on the defensive side of the red line, and that's how we'll play. McDonald working with it through traffic, and that doesn't go well for him. Here's the opportunity. Gertson's got to go. Going the other way on the breakaway, and his shot just whizzes wide of the net. Gertson, though, still continuing with the play. Now picked up and going the other way is Hewing and the Hawks. He plays that across, firing, and a great save there coming out of his net by LaRock and the Twisters. They play that ahead. McDonald knocks that down, plays it into the zone, takes a hit from behind from Gertson, and plays on. And the puck gets cleared. Looks like it went off play. It went into Van Dynes' pads, I thought. But it might have gone through the little hole in the glass. I didn't quite see there what blew that dead. But here's an opportunity here for Hewing and his Hawks as he plays that along. And there's a save made on the opportunity from the number 10 of Hayden Forrest. Off the draw, back to the point. Chapman, he'll work it in. Jamming at there with Vigorson. Still working at it, the Hawks. And Vigorson, he can't get much of a shot away or much of a move at anything as Weeb picks the puck up and plays that across. Here come the Twisters on the near side. Weeb. And Vigorson rubs him out, makes a nice move there to end the Twisters' attack. And tries to get the puck to him. Going to the forehand, and that pass just can't get made by Stevenson. As the Twisters bat that puck down like a duck, and Stevenson now plays that in. Or Wood, he'll scoop it up, we'll work it to Van Dynes, and Twisters trying to stretch it the other way off the stick of Weeb. Puck just bouncing a little bit there on them. As Weeb calms it down, his shot gets kicked into the corner, and he'll give chase on the rebound. And outwork his man, now play it underneath behind the net. Twisters in a dangerous opportunity here controlling the puck, and there's a penalty coming up on the check from behind. Twisters have a power play coming up here, and now it gets touched with some extra physical activity there as it looks like Weeb hits the ice. So it's a pretty simple cross check as you can see here on the replay, and just a plain non-disciplined call right there as Weeb jumped up to bat it down, takes the cross check in the back, and with that the Twisters get today's opening power play. Twisters top power play in the league. Hasn't fallen off since the last game. They're able to keep it up at 27%. There's a shot through traffic and they hold on for the whistle. Going 2 for 6 last night. Both their goals came on a double minor. Off the draw, Twisters working with it. It's Carrolls. He'll play that along. Back to Jacob Carrolls. Now to Hepner. And off his stick. So Spence on the cross check. There's Carrolls, a shot through traffic. And again, looks like it's just wide. Hit some bodies. It looks like in front. That comes all the way down on net. LaRock, he'll leave it for Bergman. And Twisters taking it out of the zone a little bit off on the pass, and Gertson outworks the icing. Great opportunity now here for the Twisters in the attack zone, and trying to get that out there is Forrest, and he can't get it out past the line. So Twisters hold at the line. Now looking across to Hepner. Hepner, his shot through traffic, save made on that one by Meadows. Van Dynes, he hit the ice with a quick shot, and the Twisters get it right back on the rebound. They'll work it across to Bergman. 50 seconds on the power play. Carroll's looking. Shot through traffic. That gets batted down. And a nice play there by the bouncing puck for the Hawks to clear. Both teams go for a full line change. With 35 remaining on the man advantage as Russell scoops that puck up from behind his net and plays it up and gets it right back. Twisters cleared in. Van Dyne centers and off a couple sticks, and again, Twisters just no one there to pick up that rebound, laying right in the slot. 15 seconds here remaining on the Spence penalty. Weeb on the near side. He walks in, and the Twisters got lucky there. Not offside. To the grave. Across to Russell. Shot through traffic. Save made. And that's going to do it for the Twisters power play. There's a stoppage in play now here. 5:53 remaining. Shots are 9-4 in favor of the Penn Valley Twisters. So Charleswood penalty kill stays right where it's been all year. First in the league, 46%. There's a quick shot by the Twisters. Just wide, needed some deflection down low, trying to get it, and they won't. McDonald, he'll center that. And the Hawks, they work it up to Hewing. Hewing, he'll play that up. And they ran out of real estate there as the Twisters defense came into the play. As they have a little bit of a tangle up there down low. Twisters bat that out. And all the way down the ice, it's going to not have enough for icing. It's going to be actually on netted. Nice glove pass to save. And that's picked off by Carrolls. Carrolls with the opportunity here in the attack zone. Twisters trying to get something going here as they get jam that ahead. And so Hawks have carried a little bit of pressure in the zone, and other than the Twisters power play, it's been a couple of back and forth chances so far. As Clark gives chase, trying to get something set up a little bit more concrete. Picked up by Hewing. Hewing makes a nice move to give himself some space and time and tries another one. That won't go his way. Bergman picks that off, plays it in at the line. And Joliker giving chase, spins off one man as the Hawks still control with the puck in the defensive zone, now turned over. Bergman, quick shot, rebound, lay loose. The goaltender couldn't get to it. And the Hawks working it up now to Hewing. And that gets cleared in by Russell. And he'll clear that one in. McDonald, he'll scoop that up after taking the hit by Joliker. And played right ahead to him. Bouncing puck, Lewis there along with Carlson. As the Twisters working around here in the defensive zone with 4 to go. And they'll just whack that all the way in on net, actually. Meadows had to be careful how he played that. Black chasing and applying some pressure here as Sutherland as the Hawks hold it in the defensive zone. Again, trying that long stretch pass, and that's going to be an icing charged against the Hawks at 11:42. And here's a chance for the Twisters. Shot through traffic, and that trickles by. Carroll's with the puck, and he can't exactly hold on to that. And the Hawks making a nice move after getting taken down. There was the 16 of Carlson. Here's a rush now here for the Twisters going the other way. They got DeGray with Van Dynes along with Weeb. As Weeb crashes the net and he shoots, and oh, that opportunity there. A save made though on it. As Hewing had to be careful with the deflection in front. There's the replay of that opportunity. Twisters control off the draw. There's a shot by Wood, and that gets deflected into the corner. Gertzen working at it. Now he has the puck on his stick, and that gets forked off. And Sutherland couldn't get much of a pass there. Big hit, though, on Verson. Hits the ice. Hawks control in the defensive zone. Shan's pass, though. That pass couldn't quite get to Shan, and Paulette overskated that. Trying to make a move there, and here goes Gertzen, though, going the other way. Gertzen walking in. Puts it across, and that's a pretty easy penalty to call for the referee. As the interference there, taking Paulette out of the play. Here's the replay, and there Paulette falls a little bit easierly, is what some of the Hawks fans might say on that. But nonetheless, Twisters get power play opportunity here, number 2 of the night. Penalty, and their power play here, 27%, as I said. 0 for 1 so far tonight. Trying to get it up here as Weeb plays that across. And now down low. Back to DeGrave. DeGrave to Russell. To Weeb. Weeb to DeGrave. DeGrave shot through traffic. That's deflected. Van Dynes to DeGrave. Sutherland down low. To Weeb. Across to Russell. Shot through traffic. Save made. Hawks batting at that loose puck, and they get it out. Weeb, though, controls. As the man guilty of the penalty there will be Jackson Zuck. Weeb plays it across at the line. Back to Weeb. To DeGrave. DeGrave circling back. Play it across, now to Weeb. And Weeb gets the puck right back. Looking now, here's Russell. He'll skate in. Fans, though, on it. Gets another shot attempt off a couple sticks. Couldn't get enough on it. And the Hawks are able to clear, showing again, like I said, why they're the number 1 penalty kill. LaRock makes a long stretch pass to Van Dynes, and he'll play it back before going for a change at the 1:15 mark. Hepner now picks up the puck as he walks in. Looking, plays it behind the net. Van Dyne's going to give chase, picked up by Hepner, and got by him, and that comes all the way down the ice. 30 seconds remaining on the man bench, and we got 1 minute remaining here in the first period. Twisters working it up and across to the far side as they walk into the zone. Looking, back to Carrolls. Plays it across. Bergman shot through traffic and a save made by 40.9 seconds. 9 seconds remaining on the man advantage. And we talked about some of the higher scores, but some of the top scorers, and we got 4 of them in the top 10 playing here tonight as we get ready here for puck drop again. And they did not like the setup from Spence, so they'll redo it. Van Dynes holds the line. He plays that across. There's a shot through traffic, and the goaltender holds on for a whistle. 3 seconds remaining on the man advantage. And we talked about those top 10 scorers. Number 5 there, Ryland Hewing, 67 points. Derek Weeb and Merrick DeGrave, or Derek Weeb was 66, and Merrick DeGrave was 64. Also, in the latter half of that top 5, of that top 10, and at the number 9 right behind them is Cam McDonald with 57 points on the year. So it should be a good opportunity here with scoring. With a lot of top scorers playing this one as they freeze out with Weeb chasing down his man. .8 seconds on the clock. Shots are 17-6 in favor of the Twisters. Twisters off the draw here. And Hewing works it ahead forward. Here comes Hewing trying to get a dangerous one late off the stick of McDonald. And still jamming at it. And there's the horn. So McDonald couldn't get a stick on it there. And that ends the frame. So shots are 17-6. Twisters 0 for 2 on the power play. And with that, we'll see you here for the scores around the league and how we look at the standings. So we had a couple other games on tonight. The Raiders, they found themselves a 6-2 win out in Transcona. Canucks got done in overtime out in St. Vital 3-2. St. Boniface got back in the win column 7-3 at home over the Royal Knights. And in Fort Garry, a high-scoring first period as it was 6-2 in favor of the Twins after 20. That's now 7-2 for the Twins, which is, we look at the standings here, is pretty much a must-win there for that Jets team, as that would be pretty big there. Deficit, basically knocking them out of the playoffs there. If no, I don't know the tiebreakers exactly offhand, if they would have a chance there. If they don't get a single point or 2 points tonight. So St. James, as we talked about, they wrapped up the league with 73 points. Twisters wrapped up second place with 58. No one can catch them. And the Reals, they're sitting just above St. Boniface Real sitting just above the Victorias due to tiebreakers. They're both at 50 points. And Charleswood Hawks, 47 points. This is a big game for them because if they can get 2 points, that puts them at 49 points. And they go in and they play that Vicks team on Tuesday out in St. Vital. So they have a opportunity to move up there and even into the top 3 if St. Boniface falls to the Raiders. So that's how it looks there. And so the teams look to see who they'll face come playoff time, and still a lot of undecided spots there as we go to that bottom half there. The Raiders, they still have an opportunity to move up to 5th place. They move up one more spot there with if they win their last game and get past these Hawks, depending on how the Hawks do tonight. And meanwhile, if Stonewall has a big turnaround tonight against the Twins, that could be all 3 teams tied there with 47 points with a game left. Very exciting hockey. And we'll be with you for the Twins' next game. That'll be here on Tuesday against the Twisters. And then we'll be with you as the Twisters host for the start of the playoffs on Friday. And it'll be a good game no matter who they match up. And with that, we'll leave you to the intermission and see you shortly. And we got our little shooters here coming up before the start of the period.
Come on, folks, I said please welcome to the ice, Bradley All right, we'll try it. Each player tonight will have 3 chances to score on goaltender Logan Ends. Joining them this evening is number 15, Mark Flett.
Twisters now here getting ready to take the ice, as well as the Hawks. First period scoring, there was nothing to report on that. Shots were 17-6 in favor of the Pembina Valley Twisters. Twisters had two different occasions, had the opportunity on the power play, couldn't convert on any of them. And that is how we stand through the first 20 minutes in this one. I'm your host, Billy Brown, along with my cameraman, Josh Keck. And we are ready here for the second period to be underway. And they got Sutherland's line out there. Twisters changing the lines up a little bit in this game compared to what they've had yesterday, and trying to get some scoring success. And they've got plenty of shots at 17 in the first period and trying to get scoring opportunities, which is what's come at a premium and leaving points at premium for the Twisters. Meanwhile, off the draw, Garman He'll center that one and nothing going for him and the Hawks. As that loose puck's picked up by the Twisters, trying to work it ahead for to Gertz, and he lost in his skates for us now. Picks up the puck for the Hawks, and he gets a little bit of a tangle up there with Paulette. Works it back to the point, and the Twisters, they'll try and work that along, and comes just out. Man hit the ice though. And off that loose stick there, no tripping and working ahead with that puck. Hawks play it back to the point. There's a shot through traffic. And a save made there by Enns. And Ben Zander gets set in for the draw here. Facing down Merrick DeGrave, and DeGrave will beat him this time as he'll work it down, and Hepner hits the ice, picked up by Weep. He can't hold on to that, and McDonald will knock him off the puck. DeGrave, he'll work that ahead, and that's picked up by McDonald. There's a quick shot off the high glass around for Zuck. Just got a shot in on net. That won't go. Dangerously now played behind the net. Still working it. Back to Zuck. There's a shot through traffic, and that won't go. For the Twisters. Twisters play that off the high glass and trying to get it out as Weeb. He'll play it in along, and Ben Zander walks over the line with the puck on his stick. And again, centering that, Merrick DeGrave picks that off. He gets it up to Weeb. Here comes Weeb, long stretch pass, and that gets intercepted there. Can't exactly make it to his man. And Van Alston breaks that one off. And Stevenson set into the draw. He'll lose out into Bergman as the Twisters continue here with the puck and continue to somewhat outplay the Hawks. So mind you, they've had two power play opportunities. There's in front for Bergman, a shot, and that won't go. As the scrum for that loose puck, and Jolicoeur, he'll play out the other way. That gets intercepted. And he gets a stick knocked out of his hands as Stevenson goes the other way. Walks in, drop pass, and there's a shot wide of the net. As Russell gets knocked down at the boards. Now Clark picks up that loose puck. Here comes Clark. And he'll get that across to Jolicoeur. He'll walk in. Tries to center it, and it won't go for him. That's been the problem for this line, is finishing off. As Vigorson needs to center that one. And a quick shot by Spence. That's into the corner off the pad of LaRock. Chapman, he'll work it ahead forward. Still working at it. In the scrum for the puck, Bergman picks it up. And Bergman plays that off the glass and ahead, can't get it out. There's a quick shot, and that won't go. Another quick shot just wide. And Rochester, he'll work it back to Forrest. Hawks continuing here with the puck on the near side. And that shot, that won't do much with it. There's a shot through traffic, jamming at that loose puck, trying to set something up. Another shot. Couldn't do much with it. There's the Hawks, close on net, but like I said, not getting those scoring opportunities, just whizzing them wide of the net, and the Twisters finally get it out. As there's a big collision there at the line. Xander plays it across. The Hawks played in. The Rock Hill just freeze it and bring a whistle here at 16-13 as this period continues to fly by just like the first. And there's a replay there of that hit walking in there. And the Twisters again showing that they can play physical in these last two games, but still can't beat these goalies as much as they would like. As Zuck plays it in behind the net. Played ahead forward. Twisters turn it over badly in their own zone, but in the top in the board, seeing if they can come out with possession of the puck, and they almost will. There's a shot on net though the other way by the Hawks. Jackson Zuck can't hold the line, picked up by Ryan Orchard. Orchard, his shot on net, that's blocked into some skates. Thomas plays it along, trying to get it to Orchard as he plays it back. Thomas again whacking at that loose puck along with a couple of Hawks. And still working at it. Looks like as well as Ethan Lewis was in there. Shan can't get the puck on his stick, just a foot in front. Orchard goes to pick up that puck. And that loose puck there is continuing to be controlled by Lewis. Now back to Zuck, and that comes all the way down the ice. Icing waved off. Good hustle there by Ryan Orchard. As the Hawks turn it over to Xander Carrolls. Carrolls with the puck on his stick, trying to set something up. And he'll get that back to the point. Carrolls now. And off a couple sticks. There's a shot from Kyle Van Dynes, and he whizzes that one high and wide. And Jacob Carrolls can't hold the line. Carlson picks it up off of Xander Carrolls and into the zone. Jacob Carrolls picks up the puck as the Hawks go for a full change. And Van Alsten, he'll pick that one off. Bounces actually off his helmet. And then off the glass and away from him. As Hewing deflects it into Ben Xander. Across from McDonald, shot. And save made on that one. Rebound controlled by the Twisters and out of the zone. McDonald, he plays it into McDonald. Xander now with the puck on his stick. His shot through traffic and Eds holds on for a whistle. Great scoring opportunity there by the Hawks. And you can see the first one as Xander just picks it up, fires it in on net there. Or sorry, that was the second one. But a couple good opportunities there for that Hawks team. And Xander there on the top in the draw. Comes back in behind the Twisters net and picked up by Merrick DeGrave. DeGrave now with the puck. As he works his way up ice, and he'll send that all the way down. It's going to be a nice charge against the Pembina Valley Twisters at 14:01. Shots this period, Hawks doubled up. Their first period was 6. Meanwhile, Meadows has been calm in net, hasn't faced anything through the first 5 minutes and 59 seconds of the middle frame. Which could be a good thing, could be a bad thing. And different goalies have taken that different ways. But the puck has come his way a little bit, so it's not like he's not expecting it. When he comes, as Forrest works it ahead forward. And Hepner picks it off and plays it right in. Where again, that gets played by Rossi, and correction there on the goalies. As Rossi is the starter. And I don't know if I missed that in the first period. As Xander plays that in. And here comes Wood on the start, and just to play that out. I don't know when the Hawks made that goalie change. I know Rossi was the first one out for warm-up, so I thought it was possibly him. Though, when I got the starting lineup, I was given Meadows, so. Van Dynes plays that one in. Weeb giving chase. Let's play it ahead forward. And here's a chance for the Twisters. They work it behind the net. Battling at that loose puck. Trying to get it to Penner. And there's a long stretch pass. That won't go for the Twisters. Now here's the opportunity, and Rossi makes the save on that one. Flashing the leather, and as we talk about a goaltender who grew up with some of his years here in Morris. And they're making a nice save on that opportunity. Meanwhile, off the draw, Twisters play that in, and that's off the netting and out of play. Zuck works that along. That gets cleared all the way down. Penner picks up that loose puck. Yes, I did look at the stats. Rossi did start the game, so my apologies on that for not going out and looking at the goaltender's number and just reading off my notes. And a hard hit there, and Rossi will hold on for a whistle. There's a look at that, and a little bit shaken up there on the play after taking that hit as Paulette. And you can see on the replay. .11:58 on the clock. Bergman set in on the draw. Now Carroll's with the puck. He'll play that across. There's a shot through traffic, and Rossi holding on for the save. And Rossi's stats coming in to tonight's game, since we didn't give you with the starting goaltender, save percentage of .911. And he's 8-4-2 on the year, and his goals against average is .311. There's an opportunity again for the Twisters, just putting it over the net in front. Now back to Carroll's. That loose puck controlled here by the Twisters, trying to set something up. It's Joliker. He'll work it back to Carls. To Joliker. Joliker fires that one, doesn't get through traffic. Clark picks it up. Back to Joliker. Now Bergman across to Carroll's shot, and Rossi again with the save. Quick shot in by the Twisters here. So we hit the 11-minute mark. And now going the other way here through traffic and deflecting that one out of play is the opportunity there by the ditch. Carlson set in to take the draw here. And they're hitting the ice, that loose puck. Still fighting for it. Here come the Hawks centering. And again onto a Twister stick, and here they go, taking it the other way as they walk in. And Thomas centers that one, a big collision there. And I think there is a penalty on a holding. I don't know who they got. And we'll look at the replay while I wait for the ref signal. And it's going to be on the top part of your screen there. With Clark, and got taken down there. It looks like by McDonald. McDonald goes to the box. Twisters power play opportunity, number 3 of the night. And they haven't done much. Trying to work it back. Across to Weeb. To DeGrave. And DeGrave now, he'll play that down low. Working with it. Back to Weeb. And he'll play it in down low and trying to get there on the stick. And a bad play there. Miscommunication by the Twisters. Leaves them all alone, and a save made on the opportunity by Carlson. And here go the Twisters now going the other way. It's DeGrave getting chased by Lewis, as well as Ben Zander. He'll play that across to Weeb. Weeb reads it off the boards. And trying to not make that mistake of pinching in like he did. And we'll see on the replay in a second as he gets the puck back. Alex Van Dynes, and that's deflected into the net, bring a stoppage in play. Here's a look at the replay. And you can see it right there. Weeb goes into pinch. Already Van Dynes dove for the puck to get to Weeb. And just gives Carlson a breakaway alone. That's not what you want to see from one of your ex-MJHL Winkler Flyer players and one of your leading scorers here on your team. Make a mistake like that, especially on the man advantage. Meanwhile, a minute left here on the power play for the Twisters. Carroll's plays that along, and he'll get it right back, looking in, playing it back to Bergman. Bergman, he'll play it down low. Gertson, he'll chase after that puck, and he'll work it back to Carroll's. Across to Bergman. Bergman shot through traffic, and that won't go. And Carroll's, he'll work that all the way along. Back to Bergman. Playing it across. Bergman walks in, waits, fires, and just wide of the net. 25 seconds remaining on the man advantage. Hepner with the puck on his stick. He'll play that and get it right back from Bergman. Shot through traffic, deflected just wide, and touched with the high stick, and they're going to say it's a Twister's high stick, as the puck has made contact there with Gertson. So we got a stoppage in play here at 8:45. And that puck's going to come out of the zone here. Up the draw, Twisters now, they'll chase after it. Played across by Van Dynes. And played right back. Van Dynes plays it, trying to play it in. The linesman kind of got caught up with it as Weeb plays it ahead. Power play has expired as the Twisters fall to 0-3 on the power play tonight. Meanwhile, Rossi out of his net to play that puck. Controlled now by DeGrave. DeGrave to Carrolls and across. There's a shot through traffic, and that won't go for Weeb. Picked up by the Hawks, and now Government trying to go the other way, and he runs out of space. And Lewis now play to Government. Government walks in, waits, goes behind the net, plays it in front for Lewis, and it won't go. Government has the rebound. He plays that across, and Lewis has it in the slot. He lost it, though, and the Twisters just clear it down. Gloved down by Chapman. He'll play it to Lewis. Lewis into the zone. Jacob Carrolls with the puck on his stick, and he'll try and work it out. Twisters clear that, and that hits the ceiling, and that'll bring a stoppage in play at 7:29. Shots in the frame for the Pembina Valley Twisters, 6, and meanwhile 9 for the Charleswood Hawks. Quick shot off the draw, and LaRock has the answer for that as that hits him, and a little bit of a help there on the post and it into the netting. Off the draw, fighting for that loose puck. Ewing has it on his stick. Now picked up by Forrest. Forrest is shot. Save made on his opportunity on net. Forrest holds the line off a couple sticks though, and here's the Twisters. Can't get the breakaway opportunity as they were offside, but they let them play. Hawks now working around in the defensive zone, trying to get it on a breakaway for McDonald. Bouncing puck, and that's taken out of the way as McDonald goes hard into the boards. And McDonald, his shot, net won't go. Correction there is McDonald on the rush, not McDonald. And there's a penalty coming up here to the Hawks. So the Hawks haven't had much discipline in tonight's game, but in reality, it hasn't hurt them too much in one way, as in the Twisters hasn't scored on any of their opportunities. There's the call on the cross check. But on the other way, when you look at it, as Raul talks it over with the linesmen, It hasn't helped the Hawks either, as it's limited their opportunities to score. And it's Hewing going to the box. So Rylan Hewing, he's still questioning it. I don't know if he thought they got the wrong guy or... But I didn't actually really look at what Hawk it was on that replay there. Get your number, but other than that, where he thought it was just some good pushing and shoving back and forth. You don't want your top goal scorer in the box, as Rylan Hewing is out for 2 minutes of play here. Meanwhile, Twister's working in tight, loose puck, jamming at it. Behind the net, it's still loose. Ethan Lewis trying to get a stick on it, now comes out. And the Twister's got to regroup. Weeb picks it up. Weeb leaves it now behind the net. And here come the Twisters on a nice sauce pass to DeGrave. DeGrave walking in on the near side. Puck knocked off his stick. And he'll leave it. Now back to DeGrave. DeGrave walks in through traffic. And Rossi flashes the lather. So far, not much has changed through these 2 periods of play, other than it got a little bit more even. As we enter in this close to the last 5 minutes here of the middle frame. And the Twisters still struggling on their power play, seeing if they can change that with the minute 14 of that opportunity remaining for them, as they now work it to Carroll's a nice play, trying to get the guy to bite and set some room up. As Bergman works it. Back to Jacob Carroll's. Shot through traffic, whizzes just wide. And Van Dynes is there. He plays it loosely in front, still working with it now. But behind the net, and a great stick, breaking that one off by Ben Zander. And they'll get played up to him. Will de Deutsch, and now going the other way through traffic. Hepner, he walks in, makes one guy miss. And Hawks couldn't get the break that they wanted. They're trying to send Deutsch down there on the breakaway the other way. Meanwhile, Carroll's, he leaves it back to Bergman. Bergman down low. There's an opportunity for the Twisters, and circling around as Hepner didn't pay attention, couldn't find the puck. As Hepner gets it back on his stick. There's a shot, he scores! And the Twisters strike first on the power play. It's Mike Hepner. And after he missed that last opportunity, he sure made up for it, finding the back of the net from Jacob Carroll's. And here's a look at the replay. As Carroll's just plays it to him. And he fires, gets the top of the net. I'm pretty sure Bergman is going to get the assist on that goal. Done on the power play. So Twisters power play. 1 for 2 this period. 1 for 4 on the night. And they play that in right away. 4:46 on the clock to go. Picked up by Chapman. Hawks a little bit more urgency now here. As that comes all the way down. Penner giving chase. Will have enough for icing? Yes, it will. So Mike Hepner finds the back of the net from Jacob Carroll's, and Brett Bergman. We'll just see if Brett Bergman will stay there on as the assist. And off the draw now here. Bouncing puck. Picked up by DeGrave. Off a couple sticks, trying to work ahead forward. There's a quick shot through traffic, and I won't go for Carlson. And here come the Twisters going the other way as they work it ahead forward. And here's the opportunity as the Twisters come in and Wade fine with it. Rossi holds on for a whistle, some pushing and shoving. So it will be Hepner's 10th of the year on the goal, with the assist on that one going to the 24 of Jacob Carroll's and the 9 of Brett Bergman. And Twisters getting that power play again, still trying to keep it around that 30% mark as they work it in. Still continuing to apply some pressure now here in the attack zone. Clark picks it up, and he gets hit in towards the boards. Bouncing puck. Clark decides he'll take a swing at his man instead of the puck. But it's going to be Oh, it is a slash. They are calling it. I thought the linesman was calling. First, I thought they're calling hand pass, but the back referee called it. And we can see it here. No, sorry, I didn't catch it there for you. A little bit late there to capture that replay, and it's going to be Cody Clark charged with the slash, and the Hawks get their first power play of the night. And seeing if they can make the most of it, as the Twisters have had their opportunities work decently well for them at 25% so far. Hawks power play in this one, third in the league coming into tonight, 19.5%. Twisters penalty kill, third in the league at 84%. And just look at the teams, both 1 and 3 in the power play and penalty kill, flipping them around. Hard hit down there by Xander Carrolls, and slow to get up is Carlson. As the Twisters walk into the zone, quick shot, and Rossi holds on for this whistle. .3:13 on the clock and 97 seconds remain. Correction, 67 seconds left on Clark's penalty. Twisters recently broke the tie on a power play goal. As the physical activity amping it up here. And Weeb working with it in down low. He centers, there's no one there. And we'll see now if the Hawks can finally get some offensive pressure on with the man advantage. Is walking in as Hewing. Hewing, he centers that, and the Hawks got to regroup as Forrest picks that up at the center ice logo, and he'll skate back over that after coming into his own zone. Hits the ground, and here's a chance for DeGrave. He'll knock it off the stick. There of Government, and gets picked up. Can't exactly see what number that's Hewing there. I picked that one up, and the Twisters just fire it right back down with 40 seconds left on the man advantage. McDonald now with the puck. Makes his way, splitting the D, and Van Dynes just scoops up that loose puck, sends it ice wide, all the way down in on Rossi, and Rossi gloves that as he gets snowed a little bit there from Jacob Carrolls, Xander Carrolls, as he talks over there. So it goes Shan. I'm going to take a guess there. It is Shan. Can't see a number from here, so having a good chat there. And no extracurricular activity going on. Sutherland set in on the draw. He'll win that one back. Bouncing puck. Nice play to hold the zone is Wood as he plays it in behind the net. Sutherland gives chase on Shan. And that puck's picked up here by the Hawks as Shan works it ahead of a couple sticks trying to get to Stevenson. And Vigerson, he walks in. Can't get past the roadblock at the blue line, and the Twisters play that in. That's the end of the power play for the Hawks. And it wasn't much on it. That's cleared all the way in. No icing. As Wood pushes it to Hepner. Now up to Gertzen here on the near side. Gertzen backhand centers in front, loose puck. And the Twisters couldn't get a bat at it. Hepner now pinned with the boards and still controlling pace with the puck there. Spence jamming at it, and Hepner just outworks both of them to get the puck ahead forward as Waddle was also in there. Meanwhile, Vigerson goes the other way. He'll let back to Stevenson, to Vigerson. There's a shot, and oh! They couldn't find the back doors. Ed LaRock pulled all the way out of the net. And Stevenson couldn't get there on the back door. And here's a chance for Gertzen going the other way. Gertzen. He's got to go. Save. Rebound. And the Twisters couldn't get a stick on it. And Rossi's down. And a little bit shaken up. Meanwhile, at the other end of the ice, working ahead forward, was Carlson, and not much going for him as Weeb now walks in. 34 on the clock. Knocked off the puck to Gertzen. Rossi's obviously back up, and he makes the save there, but the puck's still loose in front. Forrest still working the other way. And getting past the hit here, walk in the Hawks. Loose puck in front. Twisters jam out the score. And it is the Hawks finding the back of the net. And so about that, I wanted to save the replay. Cut to the replay. We'll see here shortly. It's Ethan Lewis. And here it is. And Ethan Lewis just jams it up. They thought that maybe it was interference here on the Twisters player he didn't touch the puck there and he got the hip. Other than that, they're both going for the puck. Looks pretty fair, and it's Ethan Lewis tying this one up. So the assistant captain for the Hawks. Sorry, Elliot Lewis, correction on that. Got the wrong Lewis out there, the previous captain of the Hawks. And the Twins, meanwhile, working his way up the side. Garman, he'll play to head forward, and he can't beat the horn. So we end at 1 apiece after 40. So your totals here for the period. For the Pembina Valley Twisters, they had 15 shots that period. Brings them to a total of 32. Meanwhile, 12 for Charleswood Hawks, and that gives them a total of 18. And we'll give you a quick update here on the assists. And meanwhile, as we talked about those scores around the league, St. Boniface is now up 9-3 on the Jets. And here's an update there on that score. So Elliot Lewis, Nicholas Government gets the assist, as well as Hayden Forrest. Time of that goal is 15 seconds. So 2 goals, one by either team in the last 5 minutes. And this is where we stand. We'll see you all shortly here for the third period. I'm your host, Bentley Brown, along with my cameraman, Josh Keck. And team's getting set here to take the ice for the start of the frame. Third and possibly final frame. Could be more at this rate. And we'll quickly go over the scoring here in the second period. All started off here with about 5 to go. And Mike Hepner found the back of the net on the power play with the assist from Jacob Carrolls and Brett Bergman. And then this Hawks team, who hasn't been skating much tonight, as well as they would like to be, finally got a break that's just got to give them so much energy coming into this period with 15 seconds left. It was Elliot Lewis finding the back of the net from Nicholas Guberman and Hayden Forrest. And it should make it a really good third period battle here. And yes, an update there. In the Twins-Jets game, it's now 9-4, and the playoff hopes slowly dingling away there for the Jets. With 2:22 remaining in the third. As Bergman gets here ready, set to take the draw against Lewis. And here we go. It's third period hockey underway from the Morris Multiplex. And the Twisters play it right in. And the Hawks, they'll send that all the way down ice wide. Wood knocks it down, picked up by Lewis. Lewis walks in, centers, in front, deflected just wide of the net. Twisters trying to go the other way, and Forrest picks it up. Now played in there by the 16. Twisters work it out, trying to get it to Clark, and they got a whistle, bring a stoppage in play. There's a penalty. I don't know exactly who it's on. See if we can see here from the replay. Nope, saw it of the screen there. And it's going to be Joliker going to the box, and as well as the 16 there that got tangled up with them of Matt Carlson. So, both guys will spend the 2 minutes and a whistle in the box. And now they're locked up in the sin bin, we're ready to go again here as Ben Zander comes set against Sutherland. Sutherland wins that. Twisters on the near side. Paulette wearing that head forward, glove down. Gertson makes a nice play. Puts the head forward to Sutherland. Bouncing puck. He can't exactly control it as him and Zuck go towards the boards. And two Hawks collide, jamming at Sutherland, and Rossi holds on for a face-off. So an exciting 50 seconds here starting off the opening period. And with that, after tonight, only 5 games left in the MMJHL. All games will be played on Tuesday. And they're all 7:30 games except for we got 2 8 p.m. games, including the Twins here. And we'll be live with you for that one as Van Dynes works that into the center. Kind of somehow came to the side there off Weeb. Working it up to DeGrave. DeGrave now working with the puck. And they're still pinned there looking for that loose puck. And DeGrave now he'll work it out of the corner. And they just couldn't quite get that on net. There's Russell. As Russell jamming at that loose puck, picked up by Hewing. Hewing walks in, backhand forehand, and just wide of the net. Penalty coming up here to the Pembina Valley Twisters. As Rossi goes to the bench. And you can kind of feel here like the little bit, not a complete collapse of the Twisters, but the life being taken out of them. As they're also skating a lot slower as Spence walks into the zone. Weeb picks that up. And it's going to be a hook. Here's the call on the replay. And it's going to be right there. Nope. Yeah, maybe. Or is it the second one there? He came by the player at the puck. Couldn't exactly tell which one he called. Can't see the number there of the Twister in the box. And it's going to be Kalen Russell for the 2 minutes for the hook. The Twister's trying to get some momentum here and try and kill this power play penalty off. Killed one off already tonight. As here come the Hawks skating up ice. Gerban with the puck. Now play back at the point. Walking in to Hewing down low and trying to come back, and they couldn't quite work it there. And Twisters, now here they work it the other way. They got 2-on-1. They got to go. It's Carrolls with Thomas. Xander Carrolls walks into Thomas, shot, and oh! It didn't quite go in. Rossi makes a great save there. And Carrolls has another opportunity for a 2-on-1. Carrolls plays it to Paulette. Save made on that opportunity. Paulette couldn't get enough of a stick on it. And as we talked about that Twisters line, just trying to get it so they could finish. And McDonald gets caught up going through traffic. Loose puck shot there from the slot. Whizzes wide. 55 seconds remaining on the man advantage. German plays that across. And then he'll get it right back from Shan. He tried to center it there off the stick of Paulette. Up into his skates. German quick shot there. Save made by LaRock. German with the puck. He'll play that across. Get it right back. And German, his shot through traffic and ends. And they couldn't hold up for a whistle. They scored. As LaRock couldn't hold on for a whistle there. And here's the replay. It's down. The puck just whizzes and just slides through. So Ryland Hewing, one of the top point score getters in the league here. Scoring here, the go-ahead goal. And the Twisters here. Still trying to get it set up again. A power play goal here. So the Hawks power play now 1 for 2 on the night. Rossi Hill worked that up. And the Twisters trying to get back into this one. And there's a penalty, and hopefully that will help. And the Hawks coach puts his hands on his head in disbelief. And this is exactly what the Twisters need, and arguing about it all the way is Michael Spence. And his first time in the sim bin tonight. There it is as he takes down the Twister player. Twisters here on the power play. And the Hawks, they just clear that all the way out. So 4 minutes gone at that time of that penalty as Russell works that ahead forward. And DeGrave now into the zone. Dodges a hit. Walks in, looks, and centers. They can't do anything again with it, the Twisters. Just not having their sticks there, and the Hawks get it out. Correction, that was a 17 of Chapman on the goal. Meanwhile, Twisters work it down behind the net. Still working with it now. Behind. Jamming at it. Picked up by Weeb. Back to Weeb now here. Under a minute to go on the power play. DeGrave. He gets that across to Russell. To DeGrave. Down low for the Twisters. DeGrave shot. Oh, and that doesn't go in. Russell. Across to DeGrave. To Weeb. Shot save made by Rossi. Back to Russell. In the cross. Back to Russell. Weeb. Shot deflected off of some players and it's in. The Twisters have tied it up on the power play. That went off the shoulder of the 21 of Alex Van Dynes from DeGrave, or from Weeb. And we got a tie game as the Twisters are now 2 for 5 on the power play. And here's a quick look at the replay. And there, Russell to Weeb and off of the shoulder of Alex Van Dynes and into the net. Hawks controlling here off the draw is Gurman, and he'll work that ahead ice. Quick shot in net, rebound away loose, and Cohen Thomas picks it up, and that goes into the net and brings a stoppage in play. So Twisters just tied up here a couple seconds ago. It's Alex Van Dynes with the goal from Derek Weeb and from Kalen Russell. Twisters here controlling off the draw. Archer plays it ahead. Still waiting for that puck. Loose puck picked up by the Twisters here. And here comes Xander Carroll's through traffic. Carroll's looking. And knocked off his stick. A nice play there by the 6 of Van Ashland. And here's a chance going the other way here by the Hawks. Cohen Thomas plays that out. McDonald working with it. Clark. He'll leave that back. And the scoring definitely got up here, and Kyle Van Dynes plays that in. And Clark lays a nice hit. And the Twisters have definitely got back to playing their game here, except now here's a breakaway opportunity going the other from McDonald. McDonald back and forehand, walks in and scores. Cam McDonald finds the back of the net as he got left all alone. Cam McDonald, sorry. And here's a look at the replay of that. And the goal scoring just opening up here. Hawks controlling off the draw is Forrest. And the Twisters find themselves again down by 1, and that's an icing here, and seeing if they can work off of it here. Shots are 38-25 in favor of the Pembina Valley Twisters. As the Twisters, quick shot in on the net, and that doesn't get through traffic. Van Dynes, he'll play it back to DeGrave. Leaves it for Weeb. And here's another breakaway opportunity here for McDonald. McDonald, that time he can't find the back of the net. That comes all the way down. It's going to be an icing. And I didn't even think the Twisters shot at this. Thought that bounced off the stick of. I mean, I guess it would have had to shoot it for it to come down that much. I thought that was off of McDonald and deflected off a Twister. Off the draw, Shannon, quick shot through traffic wide of the net. Wood, he'll pick it up and get it out of there. And Twisters got called on the hand pass. And with that, we'll go over the scoring on that second goal. And sorry there for the arena sound being still off from the intermission. So Nicholas Gurman and Ian McDonald get the assist on that second goal. They're for the Hawks. As Gertzen plays that ahead. Into the zone, jamming at that loose puck. Twisters trying to get back into this one here. Still working at it. And there's going to be some physical activity happening up now. Meanwhile, play continues at the other end. It finally gets blown dead. As Zuck still lays down. And Paulette goes. All right, Southern. We'll see if we can see the replay of the hit. And they're shoulder on shoulder, you can see right there, just a hard hit. And there's the replay. Here, I'll look at it one more time. And it does not look vicious at all. He might have left his feet, though. It's hard to tell. I don't know on the replay if he left his feet or not. That'd be the only dirty thing about that hit. But I don't think he did, and Zuck gets up. And I honestly don't think there should be a penalty here, and I don't think there is, as play continued down there. And it was just a good, hard hit. As McDonald and Carroll's talk about it. Now they're just going to argue on where the faceoff should be, and I don't think it should be in the Twisters zone either, as that's where the ref signals. But due to it being a Hawks player and it's blowing down due to injury-related possibilities, I think it should come out of the zone, and that's what Bernards is arguing. That it's a Hawks player that was laying down and they just blew it dead because of the Hawks not coming up. Still think the Hawks can't believe it. They said it was head contact, but it was clearly shoulder to shoulder. He had his head yanked pretty hard back, but it was just a hard hit. And Ben Zander's set for the draw. And the officials getting some choice of words yelled at them due to what I would say is a good non-call. Trying not to be as biased, but fans still up in arms even after those replays that we've seen. And cleared right in by the Twisters on net. And Rossi will hold on for a whistle at 11:30. Off the draw. McDonald working with the puck. He's an assist tonight. And he'll clear that out of play, and that'll bring a stoppage here in play. Off the draw, Hawks control as they work it ahead. It's McDonald with the puck. And there's a long stretch pass that gets played in. Picked up here by Jacob Carroll. He'll play it up to DeGrave. DeGrave through traffic. And Rosser will hold on for a whistle. Twisters again coming up to a total of 40 shots in this one as they reach out. Shots are 40 to 26 here, 10:57. Again, it's just been a problem of scoring opportunities and high scoring opportunities. They've got shots to the net, but just haven't got the high scoring chances they would like, and so just haven't had the luck on their side having that puck find the back of the net. As Elliot Lewis gets it out of there. And up to Garman, who has 2 assists in tonight's game, looking for his 3rd point of the night. And Riley Gertzen, he'll get that up, and here comes Paulette. He'll clear that in, and he might have a target on his back for the rest of the game after that hit. As Sutherland works it, trying to get to Paulette, bouncing puck. Wood holds the line. He'll play it down low to Sutherland. And Sutherland turns that over to Garman. Garman going through traffic. And gets the puck knocked off his stick. Here on the near side. Twisters play that ahead forward off a couple sticks. Gertzen walks over. And still looking at it now here. The Hawks come in with the puck. And Garman plays that ahead. And here through traffic. And there's going to be a weak call called there. And the Twisters can't be happy about that. And here's a look at the replay of it. On the rush there, and a little bit of Morrison just lost his edge, but other than that, they're going to say that they're going to call it a trip. Hawks are operating at 50% tonight on the power play, 1 for 2. As Hewing and Elliott go in there to pressure Van Dynes, who's been an amazing penalty killer so far in these last couple games. And Kalen Russell gets called for the trip. Carlson plays that ahead, and a dangerous play there. Almost was the Twisters going the other way. As Garman circles around with the puck, he loses it. Now here comes Carroll. Carroll, he's got to go to have an opportunity here. And he'll just fire that away from harm's way. Dangerously in front of Carroll's again. And I was mistaken there. I don't know if he did fire that away from harm's way or if he purposely put it there for himself in front of the net. Nice high IQ play there by him. And Garman collides with Carlson, and the Twisters just played in. It's going Thomas. Under 9 to go as Garman picks up the puck out there with Lewis as well as McDonald. On this power play opportunity for the Hawks as the Hawks work it here on the near side. Up ice, and the Twisters come in there to play the body. And it works for them as they get it out and get their stick knocked out of their hands, and they continue to play on with Weeb. Hewing now walks over with the puck, tries to split the D in. Just ends up in a little bit of a tangle up for him. And the Hawks got to wait for Hewing to tag at the line as they continue to get harassed. Meanwhile, Hewing, a nice pass to Spence, and he's off the mark on that opportunity. Hewing now with the puck. 20 seconds remaining here on the power play. This is Government. He'll play that across. Pearson with the puck. Looking. Plays it back to Government. And he couldn't get a shot away. As he'll play that along and down low. Hewing waiting forever, shooting at it. Save made, and the whistle went as the ref couldn't see the puck as the power play expired. 7:51 on the clock. Shots this period. 8 for the Pembina Valley Twisters. Meanwhile, 11 for the Hawks. And the Twisters, again, just still trying to get something going here in the offensive zone and getting something set up. Puck comes all the way out. Penner picks it up. Penner looking at it. He gets knocked off the puck. And jamming at that loose puck. Trying to get a shot away as the Hawks. Back to the point. Right in, there's a shot. Looking with it. There's a shot through traffic and that won't go. Xander, he'll play it back. Still looking for that loose puck. And that gets cleared out. Bringing a stoppage here in play. 6:56 on the clock. And off the draw. Controlled here with the Hawks. That gets cleared all the way out down the ice, and it's going to be an icing charge against the Twisters. Meanwhile, an update for the final. And the Twins doubled up the Jets 10-5. And with that, if I have my tiebreakers right, it looks like the Jets are officially eliminated. I could be wrong about that. But it looks like the Stonewall Jets will be eliminated then. Meanwhile, we got a penalty coming up here on the play. We got a holding. And it looks like... So I'll see what Charleswood will do here on the power play. As Penner goes to the box. And off the draw. Still working at it. And trying to get a shot in tight. Nothing going there. Gertzen, he'll work that up. And there's a shot. That won't go. Another shot and save made and holding on to that one. There's LaRock. And off the draw. Still working with it now here. Back to Government. Government trying to get a shot away. 6 to go. Hawks center into the slot. They score. And a nice setup there. It's Elliot Lewis finding the back of the net. His second goal of the night. Here's a look at the replay. There's Hewing working it. Down low, and Hewing also gets his third point of the night. Can't see the man down low who got the other assist. But meanwhile, that's 3 assists there for Government, who's definitely showing his playmaking abilities in this one. Having an assist on all of the Hawks' goals except for the breakaway goal. As play plays ahead, here come the Twisters. Quickly back the other way. And they put that one over the net. That'll bring a stoppage in play here at 5:33. And off the draw, that puck comes all the way down the ice, giving chase again as Government, and that's played out of harm's way by LaRock. Plays it up to Weeb. Weeb walks over the line. And that was a power play goal there. And working around now here, so that means Charleswood's power play is now 2 and 3, and another big hit. So Charleswood's power play improves 66%. And off the draw, there's a quick shot for the Twisters, and we'll go another quick shot. And a save made. And the Twisters call a timeout here. Off the draw.
Also,
Controlled now here by the Hawks.
he's not taking his steps.
And Weeb draws a penalty here as they've pulled the goalie. And he plays it into the feet, but he never had control in. They tried to get an icing, but that won't happen. On there by the Hawks leaving it. So the Hawks get a penalty here. And I think it's Gubberson. Guy who's had a great night, 3 assists. So Twisters get a power play here, and will you put your goalie back in? It's a tough decision here because the Hawks can freely ice it. And if they score one of those icings, it's the net is pretty small from all the way down there, but that will pretty much doing it, and deflected just wide of the net there. Weeb works it, tries to put it ahead forward now. As he walks over the line. Twisters need 2, and they have the opportunity here on the power play. That's 2 of 5 tonight. Carrolls, he'll play it back to Weeb. To Carrolls, shot through traffic, deflected just wide. And Twisters still holding his own, working with it. Carrolls back to Weeb at the point, and into Sutherland skates. Picked up by Van Dynes behind the net. Now across to Carroll's a little bit off his stick. Comes all the way to DeGrave. DeGrave shot through traffic, and the Hawks break that up, and they send that all the way down the ice. Just wide of the net. 50 seconds to go. And as I said, talking about pulling the goalie, and dangerous pass there by Weeb. He played that off the side of the net. I don't know what he was thinking on that. And the Twisters turn it over in their own zone. And making a great stop there is Brett Bergman, and he tries to go the other way. And now he's going to get called on an icing. So now they will have to put the goalie back in with 3:05. And we're going to see if the Twisters call a timeout. In this league, you are allowed to call a timeout with the icing charged against you still. as they have not adopted all of the rules there from the NHL. And off the draw. Bergman now. He'll work with the puck behind the net. And Twisters start their breakout. LaRock looking at the bench. And he follows the play up and goes to the bench as Gertson plays it in. Rossi, he'll fire that around the glass. And Clark, he gets knocked off the puck. Gertson picks it up. Goes in tight, plays it back to Russell. Russell with the puck at the point. Playing it back and forth. Looking now here. Trying to set something up as Russell, and now it gets played into Carroll's. Carroll's plays it back to Hepner. Bouncing puck. Gertson has it on his stick. And again, shot down the ice by the Hawks. And it's going to be an icing as the penalty has expired right before the icing, and there's an injured Hawk at the other end of the ice. And the thing that going after Van Dynes is he has some words for the Hawks bench. We'll see if we can see the replay. Well, there we got just the end of it. And here if we cut back to it, you could just see the end of what the Twisters guy made contact with, so you couldn't see much there. Sorry there, just missed it there. I didn't see him lying initially. But how far the Twisters guy was away and the guy not being on the ice, I don't know if he clipped him underneath the mask or if he was a hit. But you'd think of it, especially if it was a dirty, like a hit into the boards, that the ref's hand would have been up. And it was just the linesman for the icing against the Hawks, so. Again, Jacob Carroll's talking it over there with McDonald and the lines. And I'd be surprised if anything comes of it. And that down Hawk there was Jaden Waddle as he skates to the bench and gets no more assistance from the trainer. And the Hawks fans here displeased with the refs, and the refs have sure got chewed out. Meanwhile, takedown off the draw there, and a couple of takedowns here as Sutherland gets taken down by McDonald. Gets cleared out, and this could be a fun one here for the referees to get involved. As Russell picks it up with 2 to go. Twisters trying to get 2 quick ones here late in this period. As they play that in, and that's sent all the way down the ice, and another icing charged against the Hawks. As the bickering continues here. And the refs are. They decided that it was that he made the wrong call on that icing there. So they're going to do it here at center ice. Twisters control off the draw. Weeb with the puck. And he'll get it right back from Kalen Russell. Weeb, he'll play that in. 95 seconds on the clock for the Twisters. Down by 2, and that's going to be iced, and this time it will be, as it did not get deflected off another stick. And they get ready here for the drop of the puck. With DeGrave. He wins it back to Russell. Twisters played across to Weeb, now to Russell. Shot in on net, save, rebound. The Twisters couldn't get a stick on it. And Weeb picks it up. Turning that one over, loose puck though, Twisters control. And down low, Southern plays it across and just skips over the stick there of Van Dynes. Batted down by the Twisters, 1 minute remaining in regulation. And that comes out of play, bringing a stoppage in play at 57.1 seconds. And we'll see here for the last game of the campaign, as this is game 44. Game 45 of the campaign will be here on Tuesday at 8 p.m. as the Twins roll into town, and we'll be with you live on that one if you can't make it out. Weeb on the draw. He'll work through traffic, and Ben Zander clears that all the way down. Icing will come your way. So the Twisters, they can't get a miracle here. They got a lot of work to get figured out before the Twins game. Broken stick there for Ewing. He'll go to the bench and get one. Meanwhile, Twister's trying to play that in front. That rolls off Ewing's broken stick up to Russell with 25 on the clock. And picked up now here. There's a shot by Weeb, deflected just wide of the net. And you can see this Twisters team just not playing to how they would like to be, and especially going into the playoffs as the number 2 team. And Russell plays that along to Weeb, and the Twisters, they got a lot to get together for their game on Tuesday, and especially preparing for their playoff game on coming up here on Friday. There's a shot in on Rossi at the end, and that's going to do it here in tonight's game. Rossi comes back home to Morris, picks up the win for the Hawks as they take the Twisters 4-2 in this one. We'll be with your 3 stars here shortly, and we'll see you again, like I said, on Tuesday for the 45th game of the campaign as the Twins roll into town. Meanwhile, your 3 stars in this one. Be with you on that shortly, and starting the night off here with your 3rd star in tonight's game from the Charleswood Hawks. He finished it off the night with a total of 30 saves. He picked up the win, the starting goaltender, number 35, Gerald Rossi. And the 2nd star in tonight's game from the Charleswood Hawks. He finished the game off with 3 assists. He was working hard all game, helping his team out, making a ton of plays out there. Number 24, Nicholas Gerberman. And your 1st star in tonight's game, he ended off the night with 2 goals, helping his team beat the Twisters by a score of 4-2. Your 1st star from the Charleswood Hawks, number 8, Elliot Lewis. With that, I'm your host, Billy Brown, along with my cameraman, Josh Kacken. We'll see you all here on Tuesday as the Twins roll into town for the final game of the campaign